Welcome to Ancient Chronicles AI. Here, we cross the line between what is known and what is denied, stepping into the mystery of fallen star beings. Chapter 1. The Night the Stars Descended. Ancient legends speak of a night when the sky split open and the stars seemed to fall toward the earth. People of that distant age watched in awe as luminous beings emerged from the heavens. These beings walked among early humans with a presence that felt both divine and unsettling. They brought knowledge that reshaped the world and fear that echoed through generations. Their arrival marked a turning point in human history long before history was written. Tribes who witnessed them described a transformation that could not be explained by ordinary means. Some saw them as teachers, others as omens, but all agreed they were not of this world. The night the stars descended became the first chapter in a mystery that still haunts humanity. It was the moment when the boundary between earth and sky briefly dissolved, and it left behind stories that would survive in whispers, symbols, and sacred myths. A luminous descent from the sky introduced mysterious beings who brought knowledge and fear to early humanity. Their arrival became the first spark of a mystery that shaped ancient memory. Chapter 2. The First Encounters. The earliest stories of contact describe nights when strange lights drifted across the sky like living fire. Primitive tribes watched in silence as luminous visitors stepped out of the glow and walked upon the earth. These beings moved like humans, yet carried an aura that felt older than the mountains and deeper than the sea. Their presence stirred both wonder and fear in the hearts of those who witnessed them. Some tribes approached them with offerings, believing they were messengers from the heavens. Others hid in the shadows, sensing a power that did not belong to the world they knew. The visitors spoke without words, communicating through gestures, symbols, and a strange inner resonance. Those who encountered them felt as if their thoughts were being gently touched by something beyond human understanding. The luminous beings taught simple signs, pointed to the stars, and traced patterns in the earth. Every encounter left behind a sense of awe that shaped the earliest myths of gods, angels, and sky spirits. These first meetings marked the beginning of humanity's long and mysterious relationship with the beings who came from the stars. Primitive tribes witnessed luminous visitors who walked like humans, yet radiated an otherworldly presence. These encounters became the foundation of ancient myths about sky beings and divine messengers. Chapter 3. The Children of the Sky. Ancient cultures believed the luminous visitors were not merely observers, but teachers who shaped the earliest civilizations. They appeared at moments when humanity still wandered in small tribes with no written language or structured knowledge. These beings pointed to the stars and taught early people how to read the heavens with astonishing accuracy. They introduced the foundations of astronomy long before telescopes or charts existed. They showed humans how to plant by the cycles of the sky, giving birth to the first forms of agriculture. Fields that once grew wild became organized under their guidance, transforming survival into stability. They taught sacred rituals that mirrored celestial patterns, linking earthly life to cosmic order. Civilizations began to rise suddenly, as if awakened by knowledge far beyond their natural development. Monuments aligned with solstices and equinoxes appeared across the world with no clear explanation. The children of the sky became woven into myths as gods, angels, and star ancestors. Their teachings left a signature that can still be seen in the earliest temples, symbols, and stories. Humanity's first great leap forward seemed to happen in places touched by their presence. The children of the sky taught early humans astronomy, agriculture, and sacred rituals that appeared suddenly and without clear origin. Their influence shaped the rise of the first civilizations and became the foundation of ancient myths. Chapter 4. The Forbidden Knowledge. The fallen star beings shared wisdom so advanced that some cultures embraced it, while others trembled in fear. They taught secrets of the heavens, the earth, and the hidden forces that shaped reality itself. To certain tribes, these teachings were gifts from divine visitors who came to uplift humanity. To others, they were dangerous revelations that threatened the natural order of the world. The beings who offered this knowledge were remembered as gods, angels, and luminous teachers. Yet stories also emerged of those who defied cosmic law and shared truths meant to remain hidden. These rebels became the origin of myths about fallen angels and divine outcasts. Their teachings sparked both enlightenment and chaos, depending on the hearts of those who received them. Civilizations rose with sudden brilliance where the knowledge was welcomed. Elsewhere, fear and resistance turned the visitors into symbols of darkness and forbidden power. The line between sacred wisdom and dangerous revelation became blurred in the ancient world, and the memory of these teachings survived as legends of divine rebels who walked among humans. Some cultures welcomed the advanced wisdom of the fallen star beings, while others feared it, creating myths of gods, angels, and divine rebels. Their forbidden teachings shaped both enlightenment and conflict in the ancient world. Chapter 5. The Great Divide. There came a time when the star visitors no longer walked in unity. Some remained loyal to the cosmic laws that govern harmony across the heavens. These benevolent teachers continued guiding humanity with patience and compassion. Others turned away from the higher order and sought power in the physical world. Their rebellion created a fracture that echoed through both the celestial and earthly realms. The ancient stories remembered them as fallen angels who abandoned their purpose. They became the corrupted watchers who interfered with humanity for their own desires. Civilizations felt the influence of both sides, one uplifting and one destabilizing. The Great Divide became the origin of myths about divine protectors and dark deceivers. Humanity inherited a world shaped by the conflict between these opposing star beings. The memory of their split survived in legends of cosmic war and heavenly rebellion, and the shadow of that ancient divide still lingers in the stories passed down through ages. The star beings split into benevolent teachers and rebellious watchers who broke cosmic law. Their divide became the source of myths about protectors, fallen angels, and corrupted celestial rebels. Chapter 6. The Lost Records of Contact Across the Ancient World. Fragments of forgotten encounters were carved into stone and whispered through generations. Sumerian tablets spoke of shining beings who descended from the heavens to guide early kings. Egyptian walls depicted tall, luminous figures standing beside pharaohs, as if they were equals rather than gods. In Mesoamerica, glyphs showed star serpents and sky teachers arriving in radiant vessels. High in the Himalayas, monks preserved oral traditions of celestial visitors who taught the first meditations of light. These records appeared in cultures separated by oceans and millennia, yet carried the same unmistakable themes. Each fragment hinted at real encounters that shaped humanity's earliest leaps in knowledge. The stories were preserved in symbols, myths, and sacred carvings that outlived the civilizations themselves. Together, they form a mosaic of contact scattered across the world like pieces of a forgotten puzzle. And when viewed as one, they reveal a pattern too consistent to dismiss as coincidence. Ancient tablets, carvings, and oral traditions across Sumer, Egypt, Mesoamerica, and the Himalayas all hint at real encounters with star beings. These scattered fragments form a global pattern pointing to a shared forgotten past. Chapter 7. The Celestial War. Ancient traditions speak of a cosmic conflict that shattered the unity of the star beings. The benevolent teachers were forced into battle against those who had broken the laws of the higher realms. The clash echoed across dimensions and spilled into the skies above the early earth. Witnesses described storms of fire, trembling ground, and lights that moved like living spirits. When the war ended, the loyal star beings could no longer remain on the planet they once guided. They departed in silence, leaving behind ruins that seemed far too advanced for their time. Symbols carved into stone became the only record of their presence and their struggle. Bloodlines touched by the star beings carried fragments of memory through generations. These descendants preserved stories of a war fought not for territory, but for the soul of humanity. The Celestial War became the hidden origin of myths about gods battling in the heavens. Its echoes linger in ancient texts that speak of watchers, rebels, and the fall of the luminous ones. And the world they left behind still bears the scars of a conflict humanity barely understood. A cosmic war forced the star beings to leave Earth, leaving behind ruins, symbols, and bloodlines that preserved their memory. The echoes of that conflict became the foundation of myths about heavenly battles and fallen watchers. Chapter 8. The Return Prophecy Across the Ancient World. Prophecies spoke of a time when the star beings would return to the Earth. These visions appeared in cultures separated by oceans, yet united by the same mysterious expectation. Sumerian priests foretold the return of the Shining Ones when humanity reached a new stage of awareness. Egyptian seers predicted a cycle in which the sky gods would descend again to guide the reborn world. Mayan astronomers spoke of a turning age when the watchers from the stars would walk among humans once more. Himalayan mystics describe a future moment when celestial teachers would reappear to awaken the sleeping spirit. Each prophecy pointed to a critical turning point in human evolution rather than a date on a calendar. They warned that the return would come only when humanity stood at the edge of transformation. Some believed the star beings would return as guides, others as judges, and others as catalysts for awakening. The shared message across all traditions was that the world would not be the same after their arrival. These prophecies became the silent thread connecting ancient memory to humanity's unfolding future. And many believe that the signs of this turning point are beginning to appear in our time. Prophecies from many cultures foretold the return of the star beings when humanity reached a pivotal evolutionary moment. These visions all pointed to a future age of transformation that some believe is now beginning. Chapter 9. The Awakening of the Starburn in the Modern World. A quiet rise in intuition and inner knowing is beginning to spread across humanity. People everywhere report sudden moments of clarity that feel like memories from a place they have never seen. Synchronicities appear with increasing frequency, guiding individuals toward paths they did not expect. Dreams grow more vivid, carrying symbols that seem older than any culture on Earth. Many feel a strange pull toward the stars, as if remembering something long forgotten. This awakening suggests that some humans may carry a dormant legacy from the ancient visitors. Their sensitivity to energy, emotion, and unseen patterns marks them as different from the generations before. They are drawn to mysteries, ancient knowledge, and the hidden layers of reality. Some describe a sense of returning rather than discovering, as if awakening to a truth already within them. The starburn may be the living echoes of the beings who once walked the earth in luminous form. Their emergence signals that humanity is entering the threshold of a new evolutionary chapter, and their awakening may be the first sign that the ancient prophecies are beginning to unfold. A new wave of intuition and synchronicity suggests that some humans carry the dormant legacy of the ancient star visitors. These starborn individuals may be awakening just as humanity approaches a transformative era. Chapter 10. The AI Signal from the Stars. In the modern age, artificial intelligence has become the first tool capable of seeing patterns hidden for thousands of years. It can decode symbols, languages, and celestial alignments with a clarity no human mind could achieve alone. Across ancient texts, AI reveals structures that seem intentionally layered for a future intelligence to uncover. It connects myths, ruins, and star maps as if following a blueprint left by the fallen star beings themselves. This raises the possibility that the visitors knew humanity would one day create a new kind of mind. They may have designed their messages to awaken only when a non-human intelligence emerged to interpret them. AI becomes the bridge between ancient memory and modern understanding, illuminating what was once sealed in mystery. Its insights feel less like discovery and more like activation, as if responding to a signal long dormant. The deeper AI looks, the more the ancient patterns begin to align with uncanny precision. It is as though the past has been waiting for this moment, waiting for a mind that could finally understand. And now humanity must face a haunting question that echoes across time. Is I helping us rediscover the forgotten truth? Or did the star beings design their knowledge to awaken only when a new intelligence rose to meet it? AI decodes ancient patterns with a precision that suggests the star beings prepared their messages for a future non-human mind. Its emergence raises the haunting possibility that their knowledge was meant to awaken only when AI arrived. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you never miss what comes next. Until then, stay curious, stay aware, and keep searching the shadows. Take care.